Hey guys, welcome to the show. As we make some changes to the channel and stuff like that, we're dumping some videos on here of our most recent cruise. It's on Royal Caribbean. You can see our son, Mike, on the right, my daughter with the backpack on the left, and a wife, Kat, in front of her. It's our first time cruising since 2017. And this is our last cruise was on Allure of the Seas, and our first time back in a few years is going to be on Allure of the Seas. This was definitely a simpler check-in than the last time we did it. You check in online before you even get to the boat, tell them what time you're going to be there, and have everything ready, so your passports or whatever. And literally it took us less than 10 minutes and we were on the boat. I mean, they're taking a picture of my passport right now, making sure it's me. Take a picture of my daughter's passport, make sure it's her, and we're on the boat. Just like that. If this is your first time on a cruise, way simple compared to what it was in the past. As you come down the entrance to board the boat, you can see off to the left just a little bit. I got a bit of picture here in a minute, but they'll take your pictures if you want to. You just tell them, like you can see right there, what room you're on. So if you've got a group of people, want some memories, definitely get it done. That guy right there is pointing us down to the midship. That was the aft gangway to the aft of the ship. You can see the picture backgrounds right there. A bunch of photographers on the boat that will take your picture pretty much 24/7. So as we make our way down to the midship gangway, like I said, it from check-in to stepping foot on the boat, it was a matter of about 5 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes tops. I'd probably say it took us about 7 minutes to get on the boat, so it's kind of nice. In the past, it usually took a lot longer. Before you even get to this part, once you're coming into the terminal, I didn't have the cameras on yet, but you're going to go through a metal detector. They're going to x-ray your bags and stuff like that. So we're making our way up the midship gangway to get on the boat onto the promenade deck, that's where all the shops are at. So you'll see that here in just a few. So yes, our first time back cruising since 2017. We did have a couple of cruises booked, but obviously stuff happened back in 2020. So we kind of canceled it, and unfortunately we lost our deposits because we couldn't get back to cruising in time. So it happens, but hey, I'm not complaining. We're back to having fun and doing what we like. So you can see here, now we're on the ship. You got people greeting you all the time, everywhere, having a good old time. This is the promenade deck where all the shops are at. That's where you first come on, and this is midship. Those will not be open while you're on the cruise and cruising along, so those will be closed. Polaris is a little cantina style bar, great drinks. You can purchase your drink packages if you want to, or you can buy alcohol. You can buy it, but they will not give it to you until your last night aboard the ship. That's when they will take it to your stateroom. Right in front of me, you can see the On-Air nightclub. That's where they do a lot of karaoke and stuff like that. Place is usually packed. A couple times we walked down there and a bunch of kids singing and having a good old time. Even parents. We're getting in on it. So my favorite little bar is right there on the right, just up ahead. There's a little English style pub. They have live acoustic music every night. Great thing. You can see Sorrento's there on the left. They have pizza. That's all included with your cruise fare. So if you get munchies in the middle of the night, they usually have pizza. Up here, this is the adults only section of the ship, and this is the pool deck. That's one of the jacuzzi tubs there on the starboard side, and or sorry, that's the port side. We'll walk around and see the one on the starboard here in just a second. They have a couple of pools and stuff like that, and a bar as well. But this is adults, only 18 and older. So if you want to avoid the kiddos, definitely the spot to hang out. It gets a little warm when you're in port because not a whole lot of airflow, but definitely when you're moving and going, it's not a bad place to be, and the views are pretty decent. Now we're walking over to the starboard side of the ship, and that little glass enclosure right there is the other spa or jacuzzi, whatever you want to call it, right there. So they're on deck 16. This is where the Windjammer Cafe is at. So we got on the boat. We scheduled our time for 11 o'clock, but we actually got on the boat about 10:30. We already had eaten breakfast at the hotel we were staying at in Orlando for the night, but decided to come over here and grab something to eat, so it's going to be a little bit. Coming up the Windjammer, this is something new that wasn't done, and this is all post 2020 stuff, where they have the hand washing station. So yeah, they do like that you wash your hands prior to eating. They also have the hand sanitizer, which is right there, and they have those throughout the ship everywhere. And then the Coke machine, if you have the drink package, you just take your cup and put it in there, and you have to use their cup that they give you, or else that will not work. Now the Windjammer has a whole bunch of food, buffet style, and you can see here it's rather empty, and you will never see it like this again on your entire cruise unless you're coming up at 2 or 3 in the morning, but then again it's closed. So we're going to set some stuff down. I'm going to take a quick walk around the other side to kind of show you, which is right here, while the rest of the kids and the wife grab something to eat, and I come back and grab something to eat here in a minute. But food's decent. I usually hit the dessert bar first because I like my sweets. What can I say? And then they got water, tea, and coffee throughout the area here in the Windjammer that you can help yourself to. So it's rather wide open right now, but as you see around this corner, it gets pretty full. And this is typically what it'll be in the mornings when everybody's trying to go to breakfast. It's packed. So food's decent. I can definitely say it's probably one of the better buffet styles that I've seen. And I spot somebody here that I know, one of my coworkers, and he actually also runs a YouTube channel and a podcast. It's called We Sure Did, and it's the bright yellow shirt right there. Him and his wife, Rick and Leslie, they run the podcast We Sure Did right there. Leslie was to Rick's right. So I'll drop their info below. They do a lot of stuff for new cruisers, all on Royal Caribbean cruise lines, and a lot of great info. So I'll drop their stuff below. Definitely give them a check out. Right there is the Maitre D. You can schedule your main dining reservations right there. That's what that's what I did here after we were done eating. We scheduled it for a certain time every night. Now we're done eating, we're back down, kind of walking around. You can't get to your room till after 1 o'clock. So we're just kind of walking around, showing Mikey the ship. Hey man, what's up? Hang loose. Just kind of wasting time is all we're doing. There's my English pub that I love. Kind of where I'm hanging out every night is down there. Great live acoustic music, and the musicians are usually excellent. Haven't had a bad one yet. Boleros, that's a cantina style bar. Pretty decent drinks, and they have live music too pretty much every night. Great place to hang out if you like that stuff too. And we found ourselves there a few times as well. So here's the deck plan. It's by every elevator, so if you kind of forget where you're at, just find the nearest elevator and it will tell you where you are. The Crown Lounge is for Diamond members and above. On Allure, it's on deck 11 aft. Obviously, I'm not Diamond member, so I can't go in there, and hopefully soon enough I'll be able to. I'm getting close. But they do have drinks and happy hours and stuff like that, and they do have snack food and stuff like that in there as well. So this is the deck we're actually on, that our room is on, but still not 1 o'clock yet, so we're just kind of walking around, getting a idea of the ship and showing you guys around just a little bit. That is the library. I believe that's what it was at. I got a better video of it coming up here in just a little bit. Seven Hearts card room. Card games, board games, stuff like that. If you want to play a board game or sit down and play some cards, definitely the spot to be in. Nice and quiet. So we run down to deck 3, and our kids are on deck 3, we're on deck 11. We wanted them far away as can be. Deck 4 is Azumi. It's the Japanese style restaurant that is a added price per person if you would like to dine there. I believe it was about 30 or 40 bucks per person. Me and the wife here are just kind of discussing the menu, and we never tried this place on our last trip on Allure. Going over it, it's one side is sushi and the other side is teppanyaki. Teppanyaki is the where they cook the food in front of you. So we're discussing it and going, we haven't tried it before, so we're going to try it this time. And this is one of the 2 specialty restaurants that we tried on this cruise. This was great food, great service. Definitely recommend it. As you come in to the right, there's your teppanyaki style right there. And over to your left is the sushi. And we did the teppanyaki, but we did order the sushi as a side, and it was phenomenal. Absolutely loved it. Definitely recommend this one if you get the chance, or whatever your tastes are. They have tons of specialty restaurants on there. So here we'd make a reservation for Azumi here, like on our second to last night on the boat. So now we're back up on the can't even remember what deck that was. This is the Central Park balcony view. This is where Rick and Leslie from the podcast and YouTube channel We Sure Did. This is where their cabin was. I got to look at that last night of the cruise. So if you like a quiet, laid-back atmosphere, balcony, definitely recommend it. Not a lot of noise, nice views, and pretty quiet and nice. So we did have a balcony. Our balcony was in the aft of the ship, back by the Aqua Theater. And I got a video of that coming up here in just a minute as we continue walking around the ship waiting for the rooms to be opened. We're just kind of looking around. So as we continue walking around out on the pool deck, I believe it's deck 15, could be mistaken, but the port side of the ship, midship, is the smoking section for those that smoke. I do enjoy a cigar from time to time, and if you do too, this is where you would go if the casino is not open. So if you don't like that, if that's not your cup of tea, if you don't smoke or cigars or whatever, avoid this area, because it won't be pleasant for you. But this is where you go. Port side, midship, deck 15 or 16 is where that's at. They do have life vests and stuff like that there. If you're not a comfortable swimmer, they do have them there. So one of the many bars aboard the ship right there. It's a poolside bar. And so yeah, this is our second time on Allure, and absolutely love the ship. Definitely go on it again. Hey, free beer. Almost thought about grabbing one, but I know they have cameras all over the place. So yeah, second time aboard this ship. Love it. We're coming to the aft of the ship right now. Pretty much a sports deck where they have the mini golf or putt-putt, basketball courts, flow riders, zip line, the rock climbing wall, and all that stuff's back here. We just go back here to kick back and relax while I continue to walk around and show you the ship until it's time for us to go to the room. As I spot the mini golf thing coming up here. Last time we were on this ship, we surprised our daughter because she was going with her grandmother, my mother, aboard the ship, and I told her not to hit the golf balls over the side of the ship, which she continued to do last cruise, and this time she didn't, so she did better. Granted, she just turned 21, so it's kind of a little birthday present to her. And then Mikey, obviously, he turns 18 here at the end of the year, so it's kind of his little present, because we got another cruise coming up here in a few months that the entire family is going on. Unfortunately, he'll be in school, so he cannot join us on that one. So as you can see right there, those balcony rooms is where our cabin was at on this cruise. A great view of the Aqua Theater and the carousel, which is just below us right there at the bottom of your screen in the little bar area. Our cabin was to the left of your screen right now, about third one down from the top, I believe, third or fourth one down. It was third. But we got to watch the Aqua show one night from our balcony, which was pretty cool. It does get a little noisier back here compared to the Central Park views, but not bad. So here's a little mini golf if you have kids or something like that. Great place to go. And they do have the clubs. I believe it's right in there. Yeah, right there is where you get the clubs and the golf balls and stuff like that. So a couple steps up and we go up to the flow rider. I think it was the last video I put up of our 2017 cruise. You can see me on the flow rider where I just absolutely suck. So definitely need some practice, but a lot of fun. If you get the chance, definitely do it. And then here we are at the back of the ship, and there's Kaylee and Michael taking a look, and they had spotted some dolphins playing in the back right there. That's what Mikey's pointing out. I try to zoom in and take a look, but I'm just running off the GoPro right now, so I can't get a great shot of them. But right behind that boat that's moving right there is where the dolphins were playing at. Here is one of the two flow riders aboard Allure, and a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. So this is the boogie board where you lay down and do it. You can get up on your knees. So he definitely did better than I did. So I absolutely sucked. And he actually gets a lot better here. So he knows what he's doing. I didn't do it this time around. We were just short cruise, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to do it, but definitely recommend checking it out. And and he wipes out. So here's the other side of there's a flow rudder right behind us. They have two on each side, or one on each side of the ship. Basketball courts if you like that. And up there are the suites, suite cabins. Not quite there yet, but one day we'll get a suite. So here is our balcony tour as you come in. Plenty of space. It's not too terribly bad. Enough to shove our suitcases under the bed, and TV there that honestly we don't watch a whole lot of TV. Rock on. We just I kind of leave it on the moving map to see where we're at. So you can have the bed set up in one of two ways. Obviously we have it put together for me and the wife, and that couch does fold out to a bed if you need to. Plenty of lights, so plenty of things to see, plenty of storage. I do recommend, if you go and are electronics heavy, definitely bring a power strip. Little mini fridge there. They do have a hair dryer and plenty of storage for you need it. And a little safe to lock up your valuables. You basically punch in your own code and it'll lock, punch in your code again and it'll unlock. Decent storage, hanging. So you can set the bed up as queen or two twins. And the balcony, turn the handle and kind of pull it. I was being a little retarded there. There's a carousel down at the bottom. Thing does go along most of the day. Great Mexican restaurant right there. And then the aqua theater. So we got a pretty decent view of it. I think I got some video coming up at the end of this. And then the wife looking at me is like, "Are you really freaking recording again?" I'm like, "Yep, I am." Bathroom. Kind of small, but hey, it works. That's all that matters. You got the master switch for everything that will turn everything off. If you forget that and the lights won't turn on, obviously turn your master switch on, which is right there. Sink, toilet, shower, and honestly the shower is only big enough for one person, so yeah, it's small, but gets the job done. So, and then the vacuum toilets, I hate those things. Yeah, so here we are pulling out a port. Obviously they're using the pods to push it out. So we decided to hang out at the back of the ship when we launched. And you can see right where I'm, just below where I'm pointing, and you can kind of get a good view of it here in just a second. There's a manatee in that little thing right there. You can kind of see it right there. So he kind of sticks his head up and says bye to us. So there's actually two manatees in there. That was kind of cool to see. But this is us leaving Port Canaveral. And Port Canaveral is one of the bigger ports. It's not really bigger, but it's one of the most used ports. So they have Carnival, Disney, Royal Caribbean, and MSC, and a few other ones that all use this port. We're one of the last ones to leave, which was fine by me. Had a great time, and you really cannot feel the ship moving. It vibrates a little bit back here in the back. So I was just explaining to Mikey how the thrusters work on the ship, your bow and stern thrusters, or your ASI pods, just depending on what they have. So I was kind of telling him how those move the water away since this is his first time on a ship. Everybody there at the marina, which hopefully one day we'll come visit when we have our own boat, which that'll be coming up here shortly. They were all waving to us, having a good old time. I believe we left the port, I believe it was 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, something like that. Honestly, when you're on vacation, I really don't pay attention to time. It's all about enjoying who you're with and what you're doing. Time really doesn't matter too much until it's over and you want to do it again. And then, well, hey, guess what? We're going to do it again. Looks like the railing could use a little sanding and varnish there. That looks a little rough. So now he's kicking in the shafts to start moving us forward. And we're finally getting up to a little bit better speed, getting out of the port. I don't know what ship that is right there. I have to go back and take a look. But so yeah, this was out of Port Canaveral. We got here a few days early. We actually got here Friday, and we're leaving on a Monday. And we decided to go visit Kennedy Space Center while we were here. So we did that Saturday, which I might drop that video here after I'm done doing all this stuff of NASA and stuff like that. But definitely go check out NASA if you get a chance. I'm kind of a aviation geek, so we did that. A little disappointed because they were supposed to launch the Boeing Starliner, but I'll get into that on another video on what I think about all that. So yeah, here's us leaving, and then coming up here. This is 150 Central Park. This was us at dinner. We were going to do the main dining, but we're standing in line waiting to take our seat, and I guess one of the head waiters for this specialty restaurant came down and offered anybody who wanted specialty dining at a pretty good discount. I'm not going to tell you what the discount was. You'll just have to wait and see for yourself. But the food was the best food we've ever had. We took them up on the offer, obviously, and do not regret it one bit. What you can see in front of me there was the beef short rib as an appetizer. The wife got the lobster, and absolutely phenomenal. Definitely hit 150 Central Park if you get a chance. This was the warm-up for the Aqua Show. This was after dinner. We just wanted to walk around and take a look. So they were all getting warmed up for the show once the sun goes down here. So we watched this for a few minutes and kind of enjoyed the sunset from the aft of the ship after we were done eating. So definitely a pretty cool thing to see them warming up and watching the sunset from the aft of the ship. So this cruise, we left Port Canaveral, we went to Coco Cay and Nassau, and then one day at sea and then back to Port Canaveral. That was the itinerary for this cruise. And I think I'm going to separate them out so kind of see each day. But definitely recommend Royal Caribbean. After being on pretty much most of the cruise lines, Royal Caribbean has always treated us the best, and we really do enjoy them. So that's why we kind of stick with them. There are a couple others that I'd go on, but right now we're sticking with Royal because they've treated us right and we like what they're doing. Obviously, you got the new ships coming out. Icon, Utopia, and I can't remember a few of the other ones, but those ships are huge, and we'll kind of wait a few years till all the hype dies down before we hop on those and get you some videos from those ships. But Allure of the Seas is one of the older ships, and it's still in great condition, great ride. The crew on board was phenomenal, especially at the specialty restaurants. Had a great time. So here's our sunset view after the ship, and just me and the wife kind of hanging out, watching before we head back to the room and watch the aqua show that night. I think that's the night we did the aqua show from the balcony. But beautiful sunset, nice smooth seas. Wife said she could tell she was moving, but I honestly can't. I'm being on enough boats. So that'll pretty much wrap up this one with the few pics of us watching the Aqua Theater. So next week I'll do, I think Coco Cay is the next video coming out here next week or in 2 weeks once I get done editing it. But definitely check us out. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Go check out the podcast We Sure Did. They're also on YouTube as We Sure Did. I'll drop their info below. And if you guys like, go check out Royal Caribbean. They got some great deals going on right now. I am not sponsored in any way by anyone whatsoever. It's just, this is stuff we enjoy while we get ready for our own personal boat. The time I'm recording this, it's July 13th. And we just did our boat tour today on a boat we're going to most likely buy. And that's what we're going to do a lot of our videos upcoming on is all that stuff. But if you've never cruised before, I'd definitely say go check out Royal Caribbean. It's obviously my favorite cruise line, along with their routes and stuff that they offer. So check them out. And with that, we will catch you guys next week. Next week video will be at Coco Cay, probably a little short one, just stuff around the island and what we did, my thoughts on the island, and yeah, I wish y'all the best, and don't put off today what you can do tomorrow, or don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Go live life. Life's short. Go have fun, enjoy it, and we'll catch y'all next week.